Hey, what's up my fellow YouTubers? Grant, otherwise known as Mr. Octopi here, and I am bringing you a cool commentary going on here. And dude, man, I came home, I got the best surprise ever. Let me open this up here for you. Oh, sorry about the crackling. Oh, crackle. Oh, dude, have you ever had one of these? Okay, it's not what it looks like. Yeah, it looks kind of weird on the camera, but it's freaking peanut butter chocolate egg, yo. These things are legit. They're where it's at. Look at this. Look at that. Oh yeah, delicious. Those are good. If you haven't had one of those, just go, I don't know, get them from somewhere. I don't even care where. I don't care if you get them from like Reese's or like your home chocolate supplier or church or that's where I got one of these from. I think. I don't know. I got them somewhere, but god dang, they're delicious. Let me tell you something. You better get yourself some chocolate eggs. Now, in the actual news, not just chocolate egg news. We're going to be talking about sleeping patterns today. Sleeping patterns, one of the most annoying things ever, because some people kind of have the mentality of, alright, sleeping pattern, here we go. What the heck is that? That's not a mentality. That's not what I meant. I meant to say, like, that's what most people don't really realize, like, okay, what even is a sleeping pattern? You know, I go to sleep, that kind of stuff. That's how it goes down, right? I mean, that's what you do. I mean, some people, you know, sometimes they sleep less than others and then they take a bunch of naps. Sometimes people just never take naps and sleep a bunch. Depends on how it goes down. Different mentalities and that kind of thing. Some people, you know, like to get to bed late and wake up early. Others get to bed early, wake up late. Those are all sleeping patterns. And they're different across other people. And you hear a lot of people, and like, oh man, my sleeping pattern sucks. I don't know what to do with it. It's horrible. And I'm going to be talking about a few things about sleeping patterns. First of all, kind of on like, not a theoretical side, but just a side that's kind of cool I was looking into. I hate my sleeping pattern, and I'll explain why, and I want to fix it. But as I was looking into it, there are a few different actual like ways to sleep, and I didn't even realize that there's like polymorphic sleeping patterns, or like monomorphic. I don't even know what to call them, but poly something, mono something, that kind of deal. And basically the idea is, you know, the normal mentality is, alright, what we're going to do is we're going to sleep at night and then do stuff during the day. I mean, some people, you know, sleep 8 hours, you know, that's how much they should get. And there's actually different sleeping cycles. So, you know, you have like your REM sleep going on there after some sort of like kind of recovering phase, that kind of deal, and then you go to REM. I don't know exactly how it works, but there are different actual sleeping cycles, and you know, your brain frequencies of your brain waves differ in those actual cycles. Like they kind of peak, go down. It's like each one of those peaks and going downs, if that's even a word, is a cycle. And they say, you know, 4 to 5 cycles is always good for children, probably like 6, and for teenagers probably 5, and for adults you can get away with 4, that kind of deal. And some people, you know, they like to either just sleep and, you know, get all 5 in or something. I think a cycle is not 90 minutes or so. They like to get all 5 in at one time. Some people like to take a 2-hour, you know, sleep for 2 hours at night. This is one of the things. You sleep for 2 hours at night, which gets you like a cycle in, and then you take 20-minute naps or something across there. So then your body learns to, you know, make use as much sleep as possible. Some people don't even sleep at night at all. It's all naps. A bunch of different things. And it's kind of weird, but I don't know if I'm ever going to try them out. I just can't do the nap thing because I can't just like nap for 20 minutes in the middle of class or during lunch. I mean, I guess I could, but you'd have to do it on like a self-employed basis because you couldn't do it with work, you couldn't do it with school, that kind of deal. So those are some pretty cool like things I learned about sleeping patterns. But I mean, in terms of me, I hate my sleeping pattern because, you know, I sleep for night. And the thing is I'm sure a lot of people have this and have to deal with this, but not as many, you know, care. Not as many seem this as a bad thing. I just kind of do it. But what happens is that, you know, I'll go to bed whenever I get kind of tired or whenever. So like, you know, 10, 11, 12, around there. I don't like staying up super duper late unless I have to do something, have to stay up later. But that goes down, and then I'll set my alarm for on a school day, let's say like 6 a.m. And I'll set my alarm on the weekend. Let's say, what's a good weekend alarm? I usually like to wake up around 8. So set my alarm for 8. And then on both occasions, it's like, you know, 6 a.m. comes around. Oh, I don't want to wake up right now. Oh god, I'm so tired. Alright, snooze alarm, 7 o'clock. And it's like at 7:15 you wake up again. It's darn it, I wanted to do stuff before school. So then you wake up. It happens every single day, and you like beat yourself up about it. It's like, God dang it, I'm so bad at sleeping in life and that kind of stuff because I can't wake up on time and that kind of. And on the weekends, like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna wake up at 8. You know, get my 8 hours in or so, and I'll be set. And then it's like 8, and then you wake up. It's oh my God. Oh, I just want to go back to bed. And you wake up at like 11. It's like, God dang it, I just wasted 3 hours. Like, there you go, 3 hours are gone. So that's what I feel, and I hate it. I've always hated it. It's been happening. It sucks. More so recently, within the past like year or so, because I remember a while ago I actually had that down, where I could like wake up at 8 or 7 or something. Not so much at school though. I was never good at waking up at school. That's what happened. At school, I could never wake up at 6, and then that got me in the habit of sleeping past the alarm. And then whenever the weekends came around, then I couldn't wake up at the alarm. And then whenever the summer came around, I started learning to, follow the alarm because I was waking up at like 8. So I got back into the habit. That's what's been happening. And since school's starting up, the habit's gone. And, since we're creatures of habits, that's just kind of how it works. And I was looking up, how do I fix the sleeping pattern? Because this sucks. I want to do stuff. I hate sleeping in because it's kind of like, all right, I could sleep in for an extra 2 hours, except I just wasted 2 hours of productivity. And so, if you save just imagine if you save 2 hours every day, then what is that, like 14 hours a week, and times 57 a year, and times 10 to get a decade? I'm not going to do that on my head because I could probably do it, but it'd take a little bit too long, and I don't want to bore you guys with silence. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's 570. That's around 570. Yeah, holy crap, that's around like 600 something hours a year. That's just a year, and then 6,000 hours or something in a decade. That's a lot of time that you're wasting. And that's a big problem. So maybe I did my math wrong, but it may even be more than that. So that's what I hate doing. That's what I like to avoid. However, it's not really working out. So I looked up on the internet. It's like, hey, how do I fix a sleeping pattern? And so I was looking around a little bit, and I found this one website. I'm going to link it in the description. Oh, I completely forget what's wrong. Sorry about this mouse clicking here. StevePavlina.com. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Apparently, this guy's like super popular. He used to be like a cool guy. He used to be a game developer. He created his own company, and then he switched from that to doing like inspirational stuff and doing a bunch of writing and blogs and all that kind of thing. So he has so many entries on his blog. And I got on his site and they had an article about like how to fix your sleeping pattern. Or I forget how it was worded, but it was really cool. And I said like he was in the exact same situation I was in, like beating myself up over waking up late because it sucks because you're wasting time. The way he suggests this is if you want to fix like what I'm going through, what you should do is, since we need to try to create a habit, instead of just like trying your best and trusting your conscious self to wake up on time when you're super like, because whenever you set your alarm at 12, that conscious self is the same whenever you wake up at 6, that kind of deal. So what you should do during the daytime, plan sessions for like a week or so or however long it takes, so that like you go into your bed, act like it's nighttime, whenever it's darker outside, so it's nighttime, put on your pajamas, that kind of stuff, whatever you do. Go to bed and set your alarm for 15-20 minutes later, however long it takes you to get to sleep. And then whenever the alarm goes off, since you're not in like that 5 a.m. state, you immediately turn it off, get up, like stretch a little bit, get up, make a routine for yourself that you want to do every morning, and then go and like brush your teeth or something. Do that 3-10 times in a session or something, and ingrain it into your mind so that your subconscious self is like, hey, okay, alarm goes off, wake up, alarm goes off, wake up, alarm goes off, wake up, and it gets into your mind. And apparently it works, so I'm going to be trying to do that. And actually, I can see the reasoning behind it, because instead of trusting your conscious self, your subconscious is so used to doing that it just does it. It's self-reinforcing, because if you do it every morning, the habit's ingrained in even more, because it's kind of like, oh, get up. Okay, subconscious self knows to do that. Do it more, again. And if you get good, then you can get out of the habit maybe for like a day or two, and then get back into it just because you're so used to it. So there's an idea. I'll link that page down below because there's a bunch of crap. Not crap isn't bad, but a bunch of stuff on his blog. I may not agree with everything in terms of his like values, because they're different. But I mean, he seems like a relatively cool guy. And definitely gonna be checking out a lot more of his stuff. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, check it out. Really cool stuff going on. And that's really it. Sleeping patterns, fix them. If you don't care, don't care, but productivity goes up if you do that. Apparently, if you wake up earlier, then you actually get more done or something. So that's really it. End of the video here. Sleeping patterns, Grant, or is known as Mr. Octopi. Have a great day. Rate, comment, subscribe if you really do feel like it. I'm signing out.